Today on Coach's Corner, we're going to do a topic that used to be discussed more in the NTS program. They don't discuss it, they don't quite say it, and that's push, pull. So we have Coach Moore here, and so you've been doing this a while.
A while.
So you've been through the different training systems, push, pull, and that was beautiful. Did you used to teach that?
Yes.
Years ago, it was
Yes.
push, pull?
Yes. And even in the NTS, and I've done several classes with Coach Lee, they don't say that specifically, but through expansion and through a proper release, the thumb on the bow hand pushing towards the target, you're getting that push-pull kind of thing, because years ago the push-pull started here. So you're pushing the bow away and pulling the string at the same time. And in the NTS system, the push-pull is a continual push with the release.
So one of the things, I make mistakes a lot when people discuss it, and that's what this is a discussion about, is how people learn push-pull and how they get the feeling. One of the mistakes I would make when I did push-pull, and I also used to do it to keep hand shock off my shoulder, and that would be to keep the shoulder down and out. So how do you do push-pull, because it's bone on bone on bone,
Yeah.
but you're pulling with the back, so it's, some people do it a push-pull. When I heard it, I would push the hand out from the shoulder, and that's not good. It needs to be
No,
set.
it's more of an extension than an actual
So
push.
it's a difficult thing, and everybody understands a little bit differently. So they don't specifically say push-pull in NTS, but the bow is moving forward as you do your expansion and release. Is that the correct way? Or you can show it.
Colby, get the bow. One of the ways that you can get the feeling at the end of the shot, Colby, no arrow, I want you to draw and draw behind your head, is to practice this movement. Okay? I take it down slow. Okay, and turn this way and do it. Obviously no arrow. Okay, and what this drill does is it shows, or it gives you the feeling of where these shoulders are supposed to be. He's got an incredible crease right in there with the blades going together. And that'll help that feeling after the release at the end of the push and the pull and the expansion of the chest. But that's a good drill to figure out where you are and where you want to end up being. And that's still that push-pull. It's still there. It's just we talk about it a little bit differently now. Archers to the line. In fact, that's what Colby's working on right now?
Yeah, I walked in, and
Yeah.
it's too funny because I decided it was going to be push-pull, discussion, and I walked up the stairs, and Coach Moore was telling Colby to keep the arm extended, and I just thought that was so apropos.
Because what you don't want is you don't want a collapse or a creep. So some archers just before on the release will drop that elbow a little bit and collapse this shot. And of course that affects everything, arrow flight and arrow drop and all that. And a creep is when you get back here and then you start not pulling and you start creeping forward, and you can actually see the front of the arrow moving forward in tiny little increments before the release. And then that drill that Colby just did, could you did it again? Keep on doing it, that drill. Do that drill one more time. Behind your head. I mean, to do this correctly and keep the head up just like that, you're really extended here. You're really pushing that bow away. Okay, good. And that drill is in NTS.
Yep, there's a
On the
picture
wall
right
there,
up there on the wall.
And it really helps the archer get that. Good.
Colby's ripping them out there tonight, folks.
Yeah, it's really.